Hi, I'm attorney Doris DK coming to you from DK Law Group, and the one thing we're going to talk about today are the legalities of starting a ketamine clinic. Now, if you've been watching the news or following the healthcare landscape, you might have noticed that there have been more ketamine clinics popping up through the country. In fact, in 2015, there were 60 ketamine clinics, and by 2018, there were 300. We can only imagine in 2023 that there are more clinics that have popped up throughout the country. Now, as a healthcare provider or a mental health entrepreneur, you might be thinking that this might be the perfect time to start a ketamine clinic or ketamine infusion business, and it very well might be. However, you have to remember that ketamine is an illegal substance that you have to be careful as you administer this type of drug. In fact, one healthcare provider found a lot of issues with the ketamine clinic because he felt that he didn't have to follow the DEA or state law, and he lost his DEA registration. He was fined $50,000. Additionally, he was obligated to forfeit his DEA license for 15 years. The patient suffered an injury at work and was eventually hurt by the drug. Now, what does that mean for ketamine in the state of Texas? Now, ketamine is strictly prohibited in the state of Texas unless it's administered by a physician. Now, that also means that a ketamine clinic can only be owned by a physician. However, the administration of the clinic can be run by additional parties. Under the FDA guidance or federal law, ketamine used in a medical setting is considered an off-label drug. Now, if we move to other states, for example, like New York, ketamine is also following a similar pattern as Texas. The ketamine clinic will also be considered a medical practice, and if it's administered outside of the practice of medicine, it will be considered an illegal act, and the administrator will go to jail for a felony. Now, some healthcare entrepreneurs might say, you know what, ketamine is too complicated, I don't want to get into it. However, like I mentioned, you might be losing a competitive advantage because a lot of healthcare organizations are offering ketamine or will offer it in the future. So you really might want to consider or do your research before you put it off the table. Now, if you're a physician, you might see ketamine, I'm absolutely not going to do that. I don't want to lose my license. Now, that does make sense. You don't want to lose your license, but if you follow state law, you won't. As long as you have a Controlled Substance Act or you follow regulatory policies, you should be fine. Now, if you have any other questions about it, reach out to us at dorismeet.com and we'd be happy to help you. Thanks so much. Bye.